Hey, I do have a camera. It's not a webcam, but it's a picture-taking Sony that my father gave me, and I realized I can make videos with it. So I get to talk to you guys and tell you boring things about my life that you may or may not be interested in. I was gonna start with the first day at college. The first day at college, I was making my bed, because that's what you do on your first day of college because you're moving in. And our beds are lofted, and the ceilings are really close to the beds, and they made me have this weird dream about being underneath a whale, but that's besides the point. The ceilings are really bumpy and jagged, and because they sometimes texture ceilings, because it's easier to do and because it hides the cracks if there are any. So I went like this and scraped three of my knuckles against the ceiling and thought it was okay. And then I looked down a while later and I'd smeared blood all across my sheets and it was bleeding pretty badly actually, so I got to wear a band-aid wrapped around each of my three fingers, which was cool looking. I felt like a punk. And then I had blood on my sheets, which is strange because usually you can like go years and years without getting blood on your sheets, and if you have blood on your sheets that means like you've really lived in a place. But new sheets, new home, and already there was blood. And it was strange, it was like an instant initiation or an instant homecoming. I don't know. I'm doing this now because now is Saturday rather than Sunday because Krista, my roommate, is I think she's at a football game. I think it's the first or second football game since college had started. And so there are throngs of people roaming the streets clad in black and gold, shouting things and saying "yeah boy" and really loud other things that I can't remember. And it's funny. It's funny to see them all like wandering around. They really care a lot. Classes, I don't really want to talk about. They're pretty boring. I like them. I mean, I don't think they're boring, but they're boring to talk about. But I like them a lot. And the language class is really intense and it meets every day, so to those of you who are also taking language classes, I sympathize. Krista, my roommate, the first week of college, she was eating ramen noodles, and then she complained for the rest of the day about how she thought she had a noodle stuck in her throat, and I was like, ha, you're funny, a noodle, like, stuck in your throat. That's weird. And then she texted me late that night, and I looked at my phone, and it said, I am in the ER, LOL. And so I called her, and I was freaked out, and I was like, why are you in the ER? Like, are you okay? She said, I keep choking because of this noodle, it's shifting around in my throat. So that was a good story, as it was, but then we found out that it wasn't true, and that actually her stomach is moving into her esophagus. The solution to your stomach moving into your esophagus, apparently, is to eat less and not to have chocolate. So to people like Eliza and Carissa who've been talking about friends or not friends or that sort of idea, it's strange because I've been pretty busy. I've been hanging out with a lot of different people, they're really cool, but they're not people that I feel like I'd be friends with. Not like really friends, at least. And it's strange because I feel like everybody is doing what I'm doing in a way. Everyone's just sort of waiting to see like what will happen, waiting to meet people who they like really click with. And it's something that nobody who graduates from college ever really tells people who are going into college about. Like, they don't say, oh yeah, your first semester you just sort of wander around and you're lost and you don't know what you're doing and it's confusing. They're like, oh, college was the best time in my life. And maybe that's because everything works out in the end, but it's just really strange because I never really expected it. It's not a bad thing. It's really interesting. I mean, I guess therein lies the adventure that everyone tells you that college is, but I certainly wasn't prepared for it. Not that you can do anything to prepare. So, I'm gonna show you around my dorm room just so you get an idea of what it looks like. Okay, I have to do this quickly because Krista might come back and I'm embarrassed to be talking to myself yet again. And also, I just want to show you what it looks like. So, I will do that really quickly. Here is the hallway. Here's our whiteboard. Everybody gets a whiteboard, and people have drawn us really cool pictures up on it. Lauren drew these superheroes. She lives down there, and Kenton drew this taco. Yeah. So here's the room. It's pretty big. It used to be a triple, now it's a double, so it's bigger than it theoretically needs to be. Can you tell which side of the room is mine? This is Krista's futon. This is her microwave and my fridge, and we all share everything, and we live happily. And, so this is all my stuff, my turntable, Krista's printer, Krista's really large TV, my books, some of them. I wish I could have brought more, but I didn't have room to carry them all. I have plants here, because it's good to have something slightly alive in the room. And I think those are all the most basic points. Did you notice that we have a sink? That's one of the really nice things about Dom. You get a sink. And yeah, that's it. Oh, and then also, I went to a Hello Goodbye concert late last night, and Flosstradamus opened, the DJ, and that was sort of fun because it was just like a dance party, which can be fun. And then Hello Goodbye started playing, and then I left because it was really, really just mediocre. I got this bread at this place called the New Pioneer Co-op, and I got these oranges and avocados, and I got a mango, and me and Ed Hare and John Briggs and Mia Sabrasi ate it all together because, you know, we're best friends now. But this place, the Co-op, is really cool, and I've just been like sometimes wandering around Iowa City and like doing domestic household chores, like shopping for groceries or like returning books, and it's just really nice and satisfying. I had an epiphany yesterday where I was like, oh my god, I actually live here and I'm going to live here for the next 4 years, and it was really a revelation.